Hey guys, John Luxley here, back with our blind playthrough of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Alright, so we're going to continue, but just real fast I want to address something real quick. Like, the previous episode I kind of watched, first, I'm wearing the same shirt because doing multiple recordings, I'm going to be off. I'm going to be on vacation for a couple weeks, and then when I'm not on vacation over the next 6 weeks, I'm basically going to be doing a ton of call and not be able to do this, so I'm recording a bunch of these in advance. 3 or so per day, at least that's the plan, as long as my voice holds. So we shall see. But I kind of watched some of the last episode, and I'm not super reactive when we watched Senua die. Which, are you going somewhere, Manny? Just settling down. Okay. Kind of keeping it a little bit on lock, even though I was creeped out, didn't want the emotions to come up too much. It's surprisingly accurate how similar that is to watching a real person die in real life, which unfortunately I have done. I work in a hospital, I work emergency services, so I have seen it before, but I'm always, we're always doing CPR or other things to attempt to resuscitate. But we're at the point with graphics and stuff that it looks pretty damn similar. So, FYI, if you were disturbed watching that, it's different with a real person. It's worse. But this is a pretty good approximation of that. If you felt nothing, by the way, watching a real person go the first time is rough. More than I can say. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I wasn't super reactive, or I was just like, oh, that's creepy, that's why. You just can't let it. It's a part of the job sometimes, and that sucks. So that's what I have to say about that, to quote Forrest Gump. So Manny's right here behind me. Jack is actually in my lap. I'm gonna hope he doesn't step on the keyboard or anything. Drank some more coffee. I have about half a cup left, so hopefully that tides me over until the end of the episode. Let's continue. This last time we were told that to open the gate, we need to slay 2 gods or spill the blood of 2 gods. Oh, that also reminds me. I looked up whether humans were sacrificed by the Vikings or not, and apparently they were. It is thought to be mostly myth spread by Christians to discredit Vikings as they were being, converted or whatever. But apparently they found a site in Denmark where humans were actually, where the remains were placed after they had been sacrificed, because there was wells that the bodies were put in, and wells being sacred to Odin and other stuff. So apparently it's something that was done. Wow, excuse me. This is your fault, Jack. It's because you're so cute. Alright, so we have 2 doors to choose from. I don't know what the difference is. We can go for the red one or the yellow one. I guess we'll go red, because that seems to stand out the most. Wow, that was weird.
Valravyn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
Okay. Whoa.
Follow the path to Valravyn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
It was weird that as she got close, she basically stopped moving and got sucked into the gate. And then those freaking things. That's not cool. So we don't have, as far as I can tell, any sort of ranged weapon. So I'm wondering what we're going to do. Presumably I have no idea if we have to kill and fight everything. That is not something I'm aware of. Oh, this is a different environment now. I don't remember the mountains being there before. So let's just kind of walk. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so tired. Probably because I haven't really done much today. It's a new year, so work's been kind of slow since everyone's, you know, everyone's deductible got reset, so no one's looking to have procedures and pay a bunch of money yet. I mean, that'll change here in like a week. Like next week, I think that'll change, but for now... For now, I'm trying to enjoy it while I still can.
Illusion hides the path to Valravyn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Okay. So, illusion hides the path. Find another way. Okay, well that's like a gate or something. How do I get up there? Maybe across that little bridge from this way. Lord of Illusions.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Come on, push it. She did it.
All right. So I'm wondering how challenging the game is going to be, because I thought originally, my thought is that it was that this is going to be a walking simulator, but there's combat, so it's hard to say. Ah. Well then.
Something's different. Can you see?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
True. Most people don't want to know the truth. Most people, you know, do I just jump down or do I go back? Ah, see, I knew my controller. I moved it back because I was like, oh, it hasn't been vibrating. So I put it back on the table. No. Sorry, kitties. I mean, if we're going to talk about, you know, because hell is also the place, they said, for those that self-harmed, right? Suicide victims. Yeah. I did a previous episode about that topic, missed messages. It's a little 30-minute visual novel, which is, it takes about 30 minutes to go through. It's pretty good, though. It kind of talks about the importance of listening to others and stuff. And one of the big issues, though, is that people don't really want to know. You know, if you're experiencing hardship or whatever, or are suffering from any sort of mental illness or issue or whatever, people typically don't want that burden. They don't want to have to deal with it, which is really sad and shitty. You know? And then that's why everybody's like, oh, they, you know, why did they kill themselves? Why did they...
Never could close her eyes. However hard she tried. Begged.
So Senua's cursed to see beyond the veil. Apparently. But let me just end finish my point real fast. People typically don't want to have to deal with other people's hardship. They don't want that burden. Especially don't want the burden of, hey, someone's going to kill themselves if I don't do anything. They don't want that. They would rather live in denial and pretend other people don't have those problems, which is typically why when people do self-harm or something, they're like, weren't there any signs? No one ever saw any signs. It's like the signs were there. People just willingly chose not to see them. And it's not that they made the conscious choice. Typically it's subconscious, like, oh, they're just having a bad day, or oh, this or oh, that. It's hard. It's hard. You know, but I don't know. I don't have a good answer. That's a lot of darkness. Skulls. The voices are saying we're in danger. So I'm expecting more combat. Or maybe this is the actual... where...
It's the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Yep. Now, they could be talking in figurative terms, like seeing how people truly are, or it could be talking about otherworldly things. Or both. So, we could go this way. That's, I assume, the way we're supposed to go, but what is this over here? Do we want to look? That appears to be a lot of bodies. Dead humans. A burned corpse. Well, I can't do anything with this. Can I focus on it? What happens if I focus? Nothing. Yep. Okay, well. So we had our little trial. There you go. Alright, so we need to figure out what's going to happen when those shadow guys appear.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
I'm trying to finish it. And, of course, a third. This is kind of repeating. And fourth. Whoa. Oh. Ouch. Well. Yeah, it takes a second to recover between blows. Still.
Do it. You're close.
Okay, well that was all of them. And the darkness has dissipated.
We will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
The Northmen. Like those people? Were they people? Those are the ones that supposedly killed Druth. Druth was the name. Excuse me. Something else, though, reminds me of Silent Hill 3, where Heather goes to Vincent and he's like, "You're not even the I'm not even the worst person here. You enjoy stomping on them, don't you? Snuffing out their lives." And she's like, "You mean the monsters?" And he's like, "Monsters? They look like monsters to you?" That's kind of a question in the series, right? All the monsters that Heather was seeing, are they really monsters or are they people? Same question here with Senua. Were those monsters? Were those people? I don't know if we'll know. That's one of the great things about unreliable narrators. You can kind of piece together the solution, but you're never necessarily going to find it all. And the best ones never show their hand anyway. So we have something hanging there, which kind of looks like the symbol a little bit. And then, can we focus?
Valravyn's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
Okay, well there's part of it. But that doesn't fit. There's another piece. So I guess we have to... no, not yet. There's a bottom piece? Oh, hang on, what's this? Can I attack this, or...?
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravyn.
I wonder if Ravyn means raven. To break the seal, align the ravens. Well, that's like something. There's a raven on this thing, and it's also glowing. What do I do with this? Oh, wait, hang on. Was that there before? Yep, there we go. And they're gone.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something shifted. Can you feel it?
I'll go back this way. I figure now we do something with the skull. I'm not super sure, though. And I'm gonna walk. I could run, but... I don't know, walking like there's more weight. Do I go back over here? What do I do with this? Like, I feel like I do something with this. But maybe not. Maybe now I can open the door, I guess? Don't go down, Jack. Oh, okay.
I feel it too. It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Well then. The skull's not glowing anymore. I don't know why. There's another door with another symbol on it, and it looks like more little symbol pieces. This is beautiful, though. What is that over there? Ah, see, if I hold shift by itself, I don't auto-run. What is this area? Okay. So no. Anything up here? No. Another skull. What's with the platform up there? And I mean, I doubt it's a zip line, but you know.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't touch it. Stay back. Come on.
I would imagine, depending on the issue, voices like that are probably a legitimate concern for some people.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravyn.
Fair enough.
Which ravens? Can't you see them?
Let's see if we can go up here.
Line up the ravens.
Can I climb?
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravyn, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But
Ooh.
be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
There's like an eye right on that pole, and it's like looking back and forth. You can't... Okay, so there's another little gate thingy. I feel like I have to get up there.
Listen, focus. You need to focus. Focus.
Listen to the song. Unless it probably wants me to go this way. Nope. Nope. Okay. Hmm. See, it sounds like it's coming from over here. I mean, unless we could just walk across. It says don't always trust your eyes. Okay. Maybe we have to... Let me try walking over on this first. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. No, and I can't climb up that. So it's saying focus... Wait, were there stairs there before? Whoa. Okay. Well. Okay, now what? Ah.
Valravyn, challenge me.
Oh, is that him? That's not creepy at all. Can I go under here? I have to defeat that thing in battle, huh?
He doesn't mean where he go. Where is he? It's not your fault.
Hmm. Is he? Aha. Okay. Oh, and the thing's even pointing the way. That's nice. Very clever. All right. There's like eyeballs everywhere. The voices are a little weird. Something about watching you. What is this thing on her other hip? The golden mirror-looking thing.
Fight!
Where is he?
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a gelt. Some, like Truth, become gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Interesting. So we have another gate right here. I see, so it's the wall's blocked off, but here it is not. But which way am I supposed to go? This way, presumably? This is where the fire is. Oh, was that him up there? Or him over there? I see. Oh, and now the, oh no, it's still there. Just in case. What about this one also? What is up across here? Anything? Oh. Like, what am I... Huh. Or nothing, I guess? I see the ladder. Oh. Ah, I see. Now the tower is there.
Now, what's happening? She can get up now. She can get out. Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravyn tricking her. Valravyn. How can she get out? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Voices. All the ravens. Yeah, see, now I'm running because I'm just like, all right, we want to keep going. All right. I saw in the Steam store that this won some awards and stuff, but is the actress that did this, is she in anything? Don't know. I mean, if that was really her mocap and stuff, she did a hell of a job so far. Ah, an elephant skull.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
True. Fear keeps people alive.
She can't get in. She can't go in there. Behind us. Valravyn, he's there. Has to find another
Two choices, presumably, or... Nope. More. Yeah. Oh.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
I couldn't see him for a second and then he...
You've won.
I hit him again. Oh, jeez.
Behind you. Watch out. Silence, watch out. He's stronger than you.
Well, at least the voices
Behind you.
kind of tell me. Oh, hey. Ah. So the voices help. They're like, look up behind you, and I'm like, I need a block. I think, like, that's kind of the thing, right? Is I've wondered, the people that do hear voices and stuff, I wonder, because people that don't hear voices, like doctors and stuff, they're like, oh, if you're hearing voices, that's bad. It's bad. The voices are bad, all this and stuff. And I'm just like, maybe. But what do you do about it? I mean, maybe not, right? I mean, the voices are just, they're a part of you. You know, if they're telling you to harm yourself and stuff, it's like, don't listen, right? But people feel that stuff without the voices anyway. You know what I mean? So I wonder if there would be some value in just being like, hey, they're a part of me. They're, you know, more of a physical manifestation of my feelings and stuff rather than just whatever quote unquote normal people think, right? And so I wonder if maybe for that stuff, just, hey, accept it, you know? You know, you hear, you probably don't have any choice but to hear what they say, but you don't have to listen, if that makes sense. You know, just because they say stuff doesn't mean you have to do it. And like I said, this is not a medical opinion. This is just my maybe unhelpful thoughts, but it's entirely possible the voices would help, right? It's kind of like, or some of them, right? Like with Senua, some of the voices are like, watch out, they're behind you, this and this and that. It might be like, you know how when you're blind, people supposedly like have heightened other senses to compensate? What if the voices are like compensated other senses to account for the fact that they're voices, if that makes any sense? Like the voices themselves are a distraction, but they help, or they could help. I don't know. I mean, I hear the medication to deal with the, like, antipsychotics and stuff to deal with the voices are just really, really awful. Like, super awful. And maybe that's the only option, but it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about like our culture is kind of rewarding victims, you know, rather than helping people heal and overcome. It seems like a lot of our culture wants to not necessarily keep people sick, but it's like, you're sick and that's bad and you should feel bad, you know, rather than developing tools for people to overcome mental illness or depression or stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. You could make an argument that our society does not want people to overcome stuff because it's easier to control people, and, you know, authorities and all that stuff would rather people be weak and be victims. You could certainly make that argument. I mean, it's probably true, to be fair, but I don't know. I really think, you know, back in the day, people that heard voices were called shamans and stuff, right? I mean, I feel like there still could be some value in, you know, it's not another person, it is your subconscious literally telling you what is going on. There has to be some kind of value in that, I would think. You know, I mean, maybe not much. Maybe you eat a hot dog and you hear a voice, hot dogs are fucking delicious, I fucking love hot dogs. You're like, well, okay, that's not the most helpful thing I've heard today, but it's, you know what I mean? I'm not making light of it, but it's, I just don't know very much about it, and I feel, you know, maybe it's a handicap. Be careful, Manny. Maybe it's a handicap, but maybe there's a way to reframe it. The whole guerrilla fighting thing, right? Like, guerrilla fighters, I'm rambling again, I know, but I'm going to try and finish my thought real fast. Guerrilla fighters they can't fight an army like the American Revolution, right? They couldn't fight the army head on, or you could say, you know, the Vietnam War or whatever. When you can't fight the numbers on their own terms, you have to figure out a way to turn your weakness into a strength, or play by a different set of rules in order to come out ahead. You know, if you know, it's the whole what was that movie? Enemy of the State? Gene something and Will Smith. Will Smith is being unfairly hunted by the government and stuff. And is it Gene Wilder? Is that his name? He kind of expresses it pretty well. He's like, you know, if you're small and the enemy is large, then that makes you mobile, and it makes them slow because they have to move all of their troops around and stuff, but you can move very rapidly. You know, it makes them exposed and you can be hidden. You know, so you have to play to your strengths. I'm talking out my ass. I know about this stuff, about voices and stuff, but I feel like there's a way that you could turn it so that you're not necessarily a victim anymore. I mean, maybe that's insensitive, you know, but I don't know anything about it. But there's, you know, apparently the medications are freaking terrible, but people have heard voices for thousands of years. I don't know. I don't know.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Odin was descended from giants. Another dead body. Let's get a little bit farther and then we'll stop. I tend to ramble a lot, but in some cases I feel like I actually have something to contribute by my rambling. Other times I think it's just noise. But, you know, I have had a fair number of experiences and stuff, so I think it's not... Some of my weird thoughts are not entirely without merit. At least that's what I'd like to believe.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
It's an interesting point. Hey there, friend. Is it going to turn real this time around? Maybe. And that's another thought, right? Was that the Joker movie, the newest one, the one where it's Joaquin Phoenix, is pretty interesting from a mental illness perspective. Because it's kind of... I mean, the point is, you know, hey, realize people have mental illness and be kind to each other. You know? Ooh, hey. What is going on here? I mean, some people... Specifically, there was a psychologist that made a video on YouTube about it, how he didn't like it because it reinforced the idea that people with mental illness are dangerous. And first, I disagree. Because the Joker is clearly not a good person. The Joker is not representative of people with mental illness. However, some mental illness can make people act in erratic ways. And it's that element of, you know, unsurety. Unsurety, is that even a word? I don't know. Okay, that's not lit up yet, so we probably can't do anything just yet. Oh, maybe we have to go through the other way? Okay. Is it too early to be here? Oh, maybe so. But that element of, you know, like who knows what people are going to do, that makes people nervous. I'm not saying it's justified, I'm just saying that's how it is. Additionally, people are assholes, whether they have mental illness or not. So, I mean, I guess that's a positive way to look at it, right? How much time do we have? Okay, let's see if we can solve this puzzle real fast.
The song. Valravyn. Valravyn's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds. The wilds. No, she left Green. She went to the wilds a long time. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried. Druth. Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted. Druth helped her.
So what curse? Is it just mental illness? Is that what we're talking about? Is she mentally ill? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a weird question also, right? Like, did I just go in a big circle? I mean, if I did, that's cool. I don't mind. Okay. Alright. What is the point of this little gate? Let's see. I don't know. Wait, was that door open before? It's almost time to stop. Okay, well, just in case, open these doors. All right, so you presumably could go a couple different places here. Let's try going up. Let's see. Is this... Well, I don't think I can go over there yet. Let's try going this way first. Right, we're missing something. We're missing a bridge or whatnot. I can go through here, right? Or can I not? She kind of crouches down. I hope this isn't a bug. Oh, that was weird.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of that one was, except maybe it changed something in here. I cannot do anything with this just yet. What about over here? Seems like no. Can I... Presumably, there's that other side still, so maybe... Wait, hang on. Ah, I see. So it removed the wall, and now the wall is back. Now me opening the door means I can go through, and then up and across. Yep. Yeah, he was chilling out right there a second ago, but he's not at the moment. Okay, so what is... I mean, presumably we have to go through here. I don't know what this will show us, though. And nothing down here, I suppose. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at through this. But, I guess we'll go through.
The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No, half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still here. But where?
I see.
He's not helping. It's trick. Quiet.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Which is weird. Alright, so half the ravens are gone. I assume if we go through that other one, we'll be able to get half more of the ravens. Can I... How long ago did it save? I don't know. I wish there was a, is there a button for controls? Like, and I would prefer a quick save or an auto save or something. Escape. Don't know. We might just stop here and hope it auto-saved. Right, okay. Well, let's do that. Let's stop here and hopefully we don't mess it up. Maybe it will. Maybe it's just like, yep, we're saving your progress. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Man, he's super comfortable right now. Yeah, any questions, comments, concerns? I'm really interested. The kind of mental illness in general is something that I'm semi interested in as a just like a curiosity. I'm not. Maybe, you know, I don't know. It's no one feel obligated to share is what I'm saying. You know, it's kind of like a I'm curious from like an academic perspective, as in like just like a scholarly thing. Like I'd like to learn more, but also there is that part, the voyeuristic part, where I'm like, ooh, what's the worst thing that you've seen, and you know, that sort of thing. And that's not the scholarly one where you just want to learn about it is good. The voyeuristic one is not good. So, you know, any comments you have, great, but don't feel obligated to share, and don't. This is the internet. If you do post anything related to this issue that's personal, just remember everyone can see it. So just you know, take care of yourself is what I'm saying. But that is it for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? I had one, and then I forgot it. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I got some issue with my rent kind of squared away a little bit. They added some extra late fees on there, and I'm like, I didn't pay late. I paid on time. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they're gonna flip that around. If not, might not have much of a issue, but I could file a complaint, I suppose. But I went and I talked to them, and they're like, yeah. We'll see if we can get that taken care of. So they seemed more helpful. So I'm gonna list that as a positive. But that is my unique positive moment for today. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.